Listen, how I would learn the day trade starting from zero in 2026. And this is what you got to understand. This is what I'm actually doing. I'm new to trading. I'm getting my demo trades in. And this is what I realize when it comes to learning day trading. A lot of times the people that are teaching, they teach from the level that they're at in many cases. And sometimes they talk over people's heads. Now, I can't say that for everyone. There's certain people who do know how to teach from a level of, people learning. But this is what you want to know. When it comes to trading, you just need some simple systems, some simple rules that you can follow so you know when to press buy and when to hit sell and when to take profits and when to position a stop loss. That's all you need to know to get in the game. Now, of course, you want to learn all of the metrics, the nuances, and things of that nature. But many people want to know, how can I just at least start getting the reps in and become profitable in terms of trading with a high probability? And that's what this video is about. I want to position you to have what we call A plus setups. A plus setups. A plus setup is a high probability trade that tends to win 80% of the time. And that's what I want to position you to do. And as I go through these, I think it'll click for you and give you an understanding of, oh, this is something I can do. If I can count to 4, I know my colors, I can hit buy and sell, then I can be profitable. And I'm gonna show you in real time on the screen a trade that I actually took, and I took early profits on, and then it actually ended up going to a even better place. And I'll show you how it looks, so that way you know whether or not this is something that you can do. And if you want access to the tool that positions you to recognize and spot out A plus setups, then it'll be a link down below. Now, you can use this across multiple ways of trading. So whether you're day trading, this can even be a strategic tool that you use for trading options, but that's a whole nother video. You can do it for many different tickers, whether you're trading crypto, whether you're trading the SPY, whether you're trading the NASDAQ, the MNQ, which is the mini NASDAQ, gold, whatever. This tool can be used. Now, this is what I want you to see. An A plus setup, this is what you're looking for. On the left side, you see green buy signal. You're looking for a green buy signal. That's number one. You're looking for 4 metrics. The number one is the buy signal. It shows up in different ways. It may just say confirmation buy. It might say reverse buy, different things. Just letting you know it's a buying opportunity presenting itself. You're looking for a green bullish bias, letting you know that the market is currently bullish in the upward direction. It's favoring the bullish side of things. That's number 2. The third thing you're looking for is a green trend bar. A green trend bar basically states it's trending in the upward direction. So you're looking for that as well. Don't worry. I'm going to show you how it looks exactly on the chart. Then you're looking for a green power line. The green power line lets you know that it has power, money, momentum in the market that can likely push you in the direction that you think is going. If you think it's going up, you want that green bar to be present because it can likely push it upward. Now, let's go to the flip side. When do you hit sell? Because this was all based on when you hit buy, thinking that the market is going up. So when do you hit sell? You're looking for a bullish or a red sell signal. It might say confirmation sell. It might say reverse sell. It's different ways that it shows up. But you're looking for something that says sell. It'll show up on the screen. Then you're looking for a red bearish bias, meaning that the market is favoring the downward direction. Bearish. Then you're looking for a red trend bar. Basically, it's trending in the downward direction. Real simple, not too complex. Lastly, you're looking for that green power line. So in both cases, you're looking for a green power line, which represents power, money, momentum, moving the market in the direction that you think it's heading. If you can spot those 4 metrics and you can basically understand what colors you're looking for, you're going to be profitable in trading. And I'm seeing it. It's people who have used this system as newbies, as I'm doing, in order to learn the game. It's also people who are very experienced who are using this tool and making thousands a day. I've seen somebody make an annual salary in a day for some people, $60,000+ in a day. Hey, no guarantees on what I'm saying. This is not financial advice. I'm just letting you know that the tool is working for newbies and experienced traders as well. But I want to talk specifically to the newbie because a lot of people just need somewhere to start, somewhere that they can say, you know what, I at least know when to hit buy, hit sell, consider taking my profits here, have my stop. I at least know those things. and with some level of predictability. That being said, let's get into the charts. All right, so you get the best of both worlds right here. I'm gonna show you how it's worked on the buy side as well as the sell side. The one I was planning on showing you was just the sell side of things, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like past tense because this has already happened. Right here, you see the confirmed buy. That basically was the buy signal that lets you know, hey, this may be a good time to buy. And as a result, you see it did go in the upward direction. Now, the things that you're looking for in this time frame is the daily buys. Look in the upper right-hand corner, daily buys bullish. So if it's bullish, then you're looking for a buy signal. You're thinking it's going to go up. Well, a buy signal presented itself at a time where it was also showing bullish. And down here, you see the trend bar. That's what we call the trend bar. It looks like the volume, the wavelengths. And then you see that green momentum, which means that that money can push in the upward direction, which is exactly what it did. Now, a couple other things that you see. You see that it started heading in the upward direction, but if you look right here, you see TP1. That's take profit one, meaning that once the buy signal was produced, if you entered here, this is the entry line where they recommend the entry being this yellow line here. Then if you would have waited it out to hit take profit one, boom, you would have been in profit right there. From here to here, that could be a nice amount of money depending on how many contracts you're trading. All because you were able to point out the colors, green, 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 hit buy, make money. I don't think it gets much easier than that. But not only did it stop there, it actually went to TP2 because sometimes when you get these buy signals, the probability of it going to TP1 is high, like 80+%. It doesn't always go to TP2 or TP3, but in this case, it hit TP1, TP2, and TP3, and gave another buy signal. So these are two separate buy signals. You got the confirmation buy here that took it to the top, and then you got another VWAP cross buy signal that presented a new take profit that it ended up hitting as well. So I just wanted you to see that real quick. Now, let's get into when a sell signal was presented, and then we'll go from there. Now, this is a replay, and it is going to play a little faster than how the market moves. So patience is going to be key when it comes to trading. But if you got these tools and you're paying attention to certain things, this is key. Now, I'm going to pause right here because a big drop just happened, and we're trading in the 3-minute. I don't even want you to worry about that. I want you to learn as you go because if I say too many things, it can confuse the newbie. Now, if you've been here and you know how to trade, then, you can teach some things. But right now, I'm just showing people the nuances of a beginner trader. You see how the daily buys dropped because it was a big candle drop in this 3-minute time frame. Each candle represents 3 minutes. So it was heading in that direction, but you can't expect it to go up forever or down forever. Just understand it's ups and downs. But in this case, that person would have been good if they would have took that take profit there. But after a while, it dropped down in the negative direction. So now the daily buy switched to bearish. And it's starting to show a little level of trend in the downward direction. Let's keep going. So I hit play to see what else happened after that time frame. Because we see a significant drop that kind of wiped out all of these candles all the way to back here. So the white candles represent it's starting to try to move in the up direction. Red in my chart represents moving downward. Now, something just happened. It'll pop up again, but I want you to pay attention to the things that you'll be looking for in order to determine if you can hit buy or sell. Now it's starting to go back in the bullish direction. Daily buy is bullish. Starting to try to go upward, but the trend line is still showing red. Let's keep going. So it's going back in the upward direction, making up for some of the losses. Boom. Now you see another big bearish signal, and the daily buy switched to bearish. And you see this right here. That represents the sell. That represents the sell. Now, sometimes, I know I said it'll be a red sell signal, but you'll look for that red dot right there. And sometimes it shows up a little different. But this is the red sell signal. This is a trade that I partook in, and then I took some early profits. So I want you to see how it's laid out so you can understand how simple this actually is. So it gives you a sell signal. It's up to you to determine if you want to take that sell signal. What you're looking at is the 4 metrics. Okay, if it gave me a sell signal, is my daily buys showing bearish? Yes. It gave me a sell signal. Underneath the sell signal, am I seeing any red trending? Close enough, yes. I mean, it's right there. It was already getting some red going. So you can count that as a yes, or you can wait it out to see if it continues to show more red. Do I have a green power line? You actually do, because you're lining it up when the sell signal was issued. And then, of course, what happens going forward. So you don't have to do it right then and there if you don't want to, but I would. It's right there on that entry line, because that yellow line represents the entry line. I think it's a good time to hit sell, due to the fact that it has an 80% win rate. Not a guarantee, and you do it how you choose, but these are the things that are already in place. You got to take profit 1, already there. Take profit 2, already there. Take profit 3, already there. The chances of it hitting take TP1 is higher than TP2 and TP3, obviously. But then you also have a stop loss section where it's recommended you take your stop loss. This is very key and critical. So you're not trying to map and chart and I'm going to do this. No, it's already preset based on the metrics that have been created. So don't overcomplicate this. A newbie can do this. You can do this. And if you've been trading, then you let me know how useful you can see this tool being. That being said, let's keep going. So I was in this trade on the demo account, and basically, it started going into the profit direction that I wanted. And then I took my profits early, because sometimes it's a good chance to, take profits halfway through there to increase your profitability or your probability. But you can take comfort in knowing that if you did let it ride to TP1, it's because you saw an A+ setup. So you were just trusting the system. It works majority of the time, but it's going to be some times where, it may not result in a winning trade. That's the part of trading. And you're just kind of paying attention. Now, if you're still in the trade at this time, don't get, upset, or try to manage your emotions, because trading is all about managing your emotion. I'm gonna pause it right there. But trading is about managing your emotions. And the reason why I say manage your emotions is because when you see it going up, sometimes that can scare you. That's the importance of doing a lot of demo trades, because it's making you have some emotional control. That's the key. So do demo trades starting from the ground up. Some people even trade for a full year demo before they go live. I want to get at least 100 trades in before I go live, because I want to make sure I have the emotion intact. I believe I end up taking profits around here, somewhat around the halfway mark between the entry line and the take profit 1. So I believe I took my profits here. But you see, green momentum into the market again, and it's starting to show the red trend, still showing bearish. This trade is still looking good, but let's see how it proceeds from here. Remember, I already took my profits by this time, I believe, and it was just halfway there. But in many cases, even if it moves a little bit, you can position yourself to be highly profitable when done correctly. That's just, the fact of the matter. Now, when it comes to looking at these, you do still want to make sure that you don't just take money off of the table. When you have an A+ setup, you want to get to a place to where you can be confident in just letting it ride. Sometimes you could be in and out of a trade in 10 minutes or less. Sometimes it might take 30 minutes. In this case, I believe it took about 30 minutes, 33 minutes, give or take, in order to hit take profit 1. Now, depending on how your chart is set up, you can have it preset to take your money out once it hits take profit 1. It closes you out of the trade. You can have that set up. However, if you're looking at the charts and you want to close yourself out of the trade, then you can do that as well. You can be looking and be like, okay, now I want to go ahead and close out and take my profits. In this case, I did the close out because, it's a demo account. I'm using TradingView while doing the demo account. But as you can see, it's going up and down. So it was, going in the favor of the person who hit sell. Then it started going up, but then it started coming back down for the one who was patient enough to wait. This is a good opportunity to take some profits as well. But let's keep going a few more candles just so you can see how this tool works. Because you've already done the hard part. Paid attention to the colors, the signal, the direction. All right, it froze up for a second, but I think we're good now. Let's hit play. So you've already paid attention to the hard part, the color, the signal, the direction, the trend, things of that nature. And you see it was a lot of green momentum in there. It's starting to turn gray, which sometimes could be a good indication to take your profits because it could be on the verge of reversing. But if you look close, it actually touched TP1. And then it literally went ahead and touched it and went through TP1 right there as well. So the A+ trade was a success in terms of hitting TP1. As you can see, it hit TP1, pushed through it a little bit more, all because a signal was given that matched the daily buys, that matched the trend. Momentum was there. You hit sell and relax, and then take profits when you deem necessary. So I believe this is something that everybody who's new can use. Share this with somebody who you feel may benefit. If you want access to this tool so you can know when to buy, when to sell, the best places to take profit, and it does it automatically once you have your chart set up, the link is available below. Because what you got to understand is that the transfer of wealth is happening. It's happening every day. And in the market, trillions of dollars flow through the market. My question to you is, why not get a piece of the trillion? If $1 trillion is flowing through your community and you just knew you just had to be in the right position to get a portion of it, legally, ethically, and morally, would you do it? Well, that's what's happening in the market. You just have to be in the right position to catch some of the transfer of wealth that's happening. And this tool can help you do it. Mr. Smith signing out. Salute.